Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a Patreon cast and a very fun one between GunGFuBanDa and Bly on Fire. Here on Oxide, this is from DreamHack Summer. Top right, we have the blue Protoss player. It is GunGFuBanDa from Cascade Esports, and in the bottom left, we've got Bly, the Ukrainian Zerg player, who is super cheesy and super aggressive. So again, this is a Patreon cast. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, that's all it takes to view games 1 month before the YouTube channel. So again, Falcon Paladin over at patreon.com. And if you're watching this in the month of, let's say, maybe the last week of August, or maybe last week of July, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Helps me out with the algorithm. Gateway expand here from GunGFuBanDa. I got a 16, 18, 17 here from Bly. And yesterday and today, I watched the King of the Beta finals for StarCraft 2, cast by Day9 and JP, I think. DJ Wheat was slated for it, but at the last minute he could not do it. So anyway, and yeah, it was a CBP finals, Idra versus Tester, a best of 5, and it just showed me how far StarCraft 2 has come since that day, back in 2010, the launch of StarCraft 2. The first thing I noticed is that Tester in 2 of the games blocked off the ramp leading down from Idra's expansion super early with 2 pylons and then put a cannon behind it and stuck Idra on one base for a very long time. And that is not what I remember at all. I just remembered the blocking off your ramp with pylons strategy. People didn't figure that out for like a couple years after launch, but nope. Before the game launched, they had figured that out. So, I don't know. I don't know if that fell out of favor, because I remember the 3 pylon block, and that's the reason these unbuildable rocks are here, so you can't do that. So, I don't know. Apparently, my memory and my history of StarCraft 2 is fading and not doing super well. Hey, look, a Stargate opening out of GunGFuBanDa. Is Bly going to go for the Queen Walk? Is he going to be like, I don't want to deal with this guy toss GunGFuBanDa. I'd rather try to kill him early, and if I don't kill him, so be it. We'll see. We'll see what he decides to do with it. Yeah, but Bly, you know, not going Ling Flood here, really playing macro against GunGFuBanDa, which is kind of incredible, to be honest. Like, a lot of what Bly is aggression, but once again, if all you do is be aggressive, I don't, it's hard, right? It's hard for you to win all the time if they know what you're doing. Anyway, GunGFuBanDa is a German Protoss. Again, Germany versus Ukraine here today. Void Ray first opening here from GunGFu. Alright, that's cool. That's totally fine. We can roll with a Void Ray opening. What you get to do with this is kill the Overlord. It also prevents a lot of Ling aggression, prevents a Roach kind of style aggression here, because Void Rays are so good against Roaches, and Void Rays are fast now, so they can pull back from things that can hit them. Like if you're walking Queens up here, the Void Ray can actually avoid that damage instead of taking it when it was slow. So, yeah, as it stands, Void Ray opening. Are we making another Void Ray? No. Oh my gosh! 4-minute Fleet Beacon! Second Stargate coming in. GunGFuBanDa has decided what we need to do here today is definitely go for carriers at the 5-minute mark. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to start carrier production at like 5 minutes in this ZVP. So, let's see how Bly decides to roll with it. What you going to do, Bly? I mean, again, you're much better than I am. You've dealt with this a billion times on ladder and in professional tournaments. And this is not anything new to you. Whoa, GunGFu is sending the Void Ray out across the map? I mean, this is a Void Ray. I feel like this is a Void Ray that's going to have to recall, but gets another Overlord. And you know what? Totally fine. No need to recall. Just easily, quickly getting out of there. The Ling's... Oh, nice warping. Beautiful warping of a couple Zealots there against that Ling pressure from Bly on Fire. Did he block this? Did he Oh, I bet. No, I don't know. I don't know if he canceled this third base or not, but usually. Yeah, check this out. Carrier production at exactly 5 minutes. Called it. He's supply blocked. So it happens to the best of us. Lynx try to fight this. Oh, they do kill an Adept. That's not too shabby. But the third base comes up. And again, now there's a Void Ray out, and there's going to be carriers soon. And yeah, your ability to kill this third base as Blind Fire just went down a lot. So are we going to, like, German taxi this thing? We're going to drop Queens across on the other side of the map. We're going to get Roaches and Ravagers. We're going to go for some Hydralisks. What are we doing? Honestly, nothing. Right now, he's got 52 drones. He's got a bunch of Zerglings. Okay, maybe the bunch of Zerglings are what he's going to have to do here. Bob the Zealot, if you don't do your job, this is problematic. But if you're on hold position, you're going to be fine. Void Ray, 6 kills already. Definitely paid for itself. No, this is not enough. Bly, friend, Roman, countryman, lend me your ears. This is not enough. Yeah, just warping in an Adept back here. Blah, blah, blah. Sure, this Zealot's going to die, but these Lings are not paying for themselves, and then a carrier comes out. So the Lings at least recognized there was a carrier out. Also, speaking of old stuff I watched a Day 9 daily. Back when Day 9 used to talk about StarCraft at all. I mean, he guest cast for some TSL stuff, which is cool. But anyway, one of his Day 9 dailies, his Fun Day Mondays, was you gotta make a carrier before you expand as Protoss. And he was like, see, look how good carriers are. Like, he had to encourage people to make carriers back then, which tells you the state of the carrier, right? If he had to encourage people to do something weird in his Fun Day Monday, and that weird thing was make a carrier off of one base, I guess that in and of itself is pretty strange. Ooh, do you want to kill this fourth? You can try. What's also kind of fun, man, just watching the old stuff, it makes me happy. Because Day 9 was like, so carriers in Brood War, they were fine. They were never used against Zerg for very specific reasons. But carriers in StarCraft 2 are better because the Interceptors do 2 damage. Carriers in Brood War do 5 damage on the Interceptor attack. And in StarCraft 2, the Interceptors do 2 damage per attack, which means they're twice as good as carriers in Brood War. And I was like, that is an excellent point, actually. Oh, look at this Void Ray range. And at least this is a dead base. So this is, yeah, that's another thing. Remember when the Void Rays, they used to get more damage the longer they were powered up on something? Like, the longer they held that beam on something, the more damage it would do. Do you remember when the Voider was like that? Oh, these queens, they want to get a, oh my gosh, they killed a carrier. Queen anti-air is also excellent. It's also super mega ultra good. So, alright, so bad news for Bly. He lost his 4th base. GunGFu's 3rd is totally happy. Income tab is, it's kind of going back and forth here, but definitely back into GunGFuBanDa's side of the map right now. And this should be a pretty wonky match. I like it. We're adding Void Rays into the mix. We got a ton of Queens and Roaches. And there is a Spire, but, oh, and there are 15 Corruptors. Okay, where did the Corruptors go? Hey, I found the Corruptors, everyone. And, okay, so 2 Void Rays down. Are you off Prismatic Alignment? Run! Run! Oh, that carrier is dead. Oh, the Prismatic Alignment came up, and, ooh, I don't think any of the Corruptors died, but Corruptors don't have a fast health regen thing like Roaches do, and like Mutalisks do. So the damage they take is going to stick here for a while. Like 34, 35... 36. It's the slowest uptick. It's balanced. It's just slow. Oh, I guess you could just okay, that works too. You got 1,000,000 queens. Let's transfuse the crap out of these Corruptors. I love it. So it is. It's going to be not a German taxi, but a Queen Ravager Corruptor attack on this 3rd base. Is this enough to kill GunGFuBanDa? The Queens are fighting against the Void Rays as much as they can. The Corruptors are trying to attack the Void Rays too. It's extremely chaotic right here. The shield batteries. The shield battery overcharges up. Looking pretty fancy there, too. Stalkers come down to try to deal with the Queens, and all the Ravagers are dead, which means this is not working for Bly. He really didn't get enough damage there at all. Resources lost, or GunGFuBanDa has lost a little bit more, but not really enough to make that worth it here for the Zerg player. God, Queens picked off. Stalkers. The Stalkers are an important part of this composition. The Corruptors decide to fly on in, but they just warp in some Stalkers. What's that? You don't have any kind of defense in your main base at all? You didn't invest anything in it? Well, don't worry. If anybody goes into your main base, just warp in whatever you want in 2 seconds. Done. Protoss. They've got some advantages, it turns out. The advantage of Zerg is that it's fast, generally. They can be anywhere on the map pretty quickly, especially with creep spread, especially Lings and mainlings can do that stuff. More transfuses on the Corruptors, but the stock just more and more. This is a 6 Void Ray, 23 Stalker army right now from GunGFuBanDa. Is he transitioning entirely away from carriers? Look at this! What? Who opens Sky Toss and then moves into robotics facility Stalker stuff? Well, GunGFuBanDa does, obviously. Once again, nope, Stalkers are here now. See, now GunGFuBanDa actually had Stalkers in the general area to try to deal with this kind of a thing. Oh, the Corruptors are not fast. The Corruptors are not fast. Fly Corruptors. It's because you don't have wings or anything. You don't have motors either. Although, if you were the Mexican, you would have little jet propulsion things on your butt. So, that's something. Fairly well adepts. Oh, and man, watching those 2010 beta games when, like, force fields, Zerg had no answer to force fields at all until Ultras came out. Oh, that was so good. Man, Hydralisks, just, they were fast automatically. You just had to research range. It's just fun, man. It's nostalgic. Going back in the time to 2010. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, so 1 Corruptor. How many Corruptors have died? 3? That's not bad. Bly has done a good job taking care of his Corruptors. I'm very impressed with this. So now we have an Infestor Baneling. What the heck is this army? Oh, a Disruptor. Disruptor's pretty scary. That's a canceled base. You're trying to save it, but it's canceled, and all the Lings will pay for that cancellation with their lives. So that's nice. GunGFuBanDa still on 3 bases. Bly's got a 5th base already done. And in comes favoring the Zerg player as a result. So Bly, again, good with the Lings, good with the aggression, but also good in the mid to the late game. With the Lings doing stuff like this, right? We need to see more of that. I'm not saying make mass Zergling and try to win with that, but just little Zergling hit squads that show up in places where your opponent's not quite ready for it. Fungal Bio! No! Kills exactly 0 Void Rays. Creep spread, looking okay. Bly is one of the better creep spreaders in the world. This push up the left side is fantastic. Really good. Oh, I think you can caustic spray this down. Oh, did you catch the Void Rays? Caught you. So did you catch the Void Rays? Oh, Prismatic Align. No! Yeah, it's not worth. That was not worth. Oh my gosh. Okay. Greater Spire coming in. Adrenal Glands on the way. Chitinous Plating and +2 melee attack from the Zerg. We got +3 attack on the way from GunGFuBanDa. We got a Templar Archives. Oh, yeah. Right, we're making Disruptors. We're moving into, like, I don't know. Obviously, maybe Archons, High Templar. This Baneling attack is not doing a whole lot. I don't think it killed a single probe. Did not. This base is finally going to warp in peace after the Lings killed it that last time. These Zealots are all dead, and they know it. Like, come on. You're a Zealot. You're charging into a group of 8 Banelings. You're not coming out of that. Still trying to make Baneling stuff happen. I don't know. Maybe stop trying to make Baneling stuff happen. Oh, the Disruptors, though! No! Oh! Beautiful snipe! Bly, you absolute beast. Snipes down all 3 Disruptors there. A little bit careless. That is a problem with Disruptors, is they're slow. They can't keep up with the fast Stalkers and fast Void Rays. So they lag behind the army, which is something that Bly knows and took advantage of. I like this a lot. Bly's looking to expand over here. This bottom right base is not saturated at all, but he's making some Broodlords. The thing is, like, Blink Stalkers against Broodlords are insanely good. You blink under the Broodlords and just kind of target fire them 1 by 1 and they die because Stalkers do bonus damage versus armored. And guess what? Broodlords are armored. Ooh, the fungal, though. My gosh, the fungal. Yeah, one more fungal. Oh my, run, Banelings, run. Or maybe we just try to kill these cannons, not really succeed there, I don't know. More Disruptors are here, obviously. The Broodlord's chasing. thing is, if the Broodlords are adequately protected, blinking into them with your Stalkers is not a good time. Dude, Shield Battery Overcharge Zealots are heroes. Heroes. Did you see Carbot's video about Bob the Zealot, the hero of the day? Woo! 4th base gets sniped. Just like a retrospective of, you know, the Rage Zealot's life and in Carbot's style, and it's great. And a big part of it is him getting healed by a shield battery, I think with overcharge too. Anywho, so yeah, GunGFuBanDa is pretty content with just sniping this 4th base and going home. These Lings with adrenal glands and +2 attack are going to do just fine. This attack is also great. Wow, again, Ling's doing some work right now. The Void Ray is kind of getting obliterated by Void Rays, or by, sorry, the Broodlords are getting killed by the Void Rays. Got him. Got him. Got him. And all the Void Rays die, so it could have been worse. This base is dead. Whole army has to deal with this attack on GunGFuBanDa's 4th. Crazy pants right now. This is good. This is some really muy excelente play. Boom, 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 boom. +2 air weapons coming in. Bottom right. Blech. God, the Tempests. They were built to deal with Broodlords. They are Broodlord killers, Tempests are. Also real good against, you know, carriers and battlecruisers, but they were specifically designed because when they needed, Protoss needed something better to deal with Broodlords. That's it. That is the reason for it. Although, I've just told you how bad my StarCraft history memory is, so could be wrong about that. I'm going to kill any of these probes. Maybe one, but that's about it. 17 probes have died, and only 9 drones have gone down. 1 Nexus, 2 hatcheries, Partridge, and a Pear Tree. Bly replacing this bottom base that I don't think he cares about anyway. He doesn't need this. Viper's on the way, more Infestors coming in. I do like Bly's usage of the Spellcasters. The longer the game goes on, I feel like the more proportionate it is for the Zerg to win, the more Spellcasters they have. I don't think that English made any sense, but I think you picked up what I was putting down. Okay, we're back to carriers now. With Storm. So GunGFu, you know, it's Sky Toss. It's just a million Tempests. With some carriers in there. This bottom right base gets sniped. This is probably a recall, and it is. Yeah, Protoss has some very specific, very time-based abilities to break the laws of time and space. Not all the time, but it's enough, and it's good, right? If you're Protoss and you're not recalling when you're this deep in enemy territory and you can't get home, you're doing it wrong, right? It's intended. That's what is intended for you to do. Alright, ooh, 6 Ultralisks in production. Got speed for them Ultralisks in the production tab as well. Anabolic Synthesis on the way. Stalkers here to pick off some creep. Here to not overextend and die. Generally how this works. So yeah, we're 18 minutes into this thing and... double Stalker attacks. So you're sacrificial so that the other Stalkers don't have to die. Oh, the fungal. Oh, the fungal. Okay. Man, look how good fungal is. Why? Why do Zerg players not use it anymore? It's just, it doesn't do a ton of damage and it doesn't root stuff. Like, fungal, back in the day, was arguably maybe the best spell in the game because it rooted the enemies and did a lot of damage to them. It was used all the time for long time. And then Ravagers came around and the fungal bile combination was too much. And it was totally changed. Ultralisks charging in. Purification Nova's taking down a single Ravager. This base, is this base gonna? This base is just dead. I don't see any saving it right now. Shield battery overcharge saving the day. Ultralisk smashing face into a couple Archons. They do kill one of the Archons, but the Ultras are dying very quickly as well. But yeah, Nexus down. I think Bly on Fire considers that one a job well done. But you know it's not good at retreating? Broodlords. Broodlords are honestly real bad at retreating. The storms are up! The Ultralisks are attacking. The Broodlords are still alive somehow. The Corruptors come in because it doesn't look like there are many Void Rays here. They are super good against the Tempests. Oh, the Broodlords are chewing up the Stalkers. The Corruptors are chewing up everything else. Oh, the ground army. No, there's nothing that can stop the Corruptors except for the Tempests themselves. And you know what? They can actually handle themselves sometimes fairly effectively. And GunGFuBanDa wins that fight. Partially thanks to reinforcements from Zealots on the ground. Partially thanks to the Broodlords all being dead. Army value, 89 to 60 in favor of the Protoss. This is looking exceptionally bad for Bly on Fire. He's making 11 Corruptors. He's doing more of this lane timing stuff. Just like it's before there's any defense there. GunGfu feels like it's safe to leave it alone for a little bit, and that's when Bly jumps in. It's so good. Bly taking this left side base here too. He needs minerals. He is honestly starving economically, but he does have this income advantage, which will help him not be starving fairly soon. Dark Shrine coming in from GunGfu. We got more carriers. We got 4 of them with 1 on the way. Again, GunGFuBanDa is really starving for gas, which Bly is as well, mind you. I don't know what. Oh, Zealot run by. Cool. Zealot run by gets a couple drones. Fine. This Zealot run by is going to get an extractor. Maybe if he works as hard as he can. Oh, these, no, drones, no. I mean, you're gonna get him, but you're gonna give him a bunch of kills. Oh my gosh. Oh no, now his buddies are, just run! Just run! Oh gosh, they're not running. All these drones are dead. Bly is, not showing, oh, he is now. After there's 3 drones remaining, that's when he cares about their lives. There's 25 drones killed. What? Was there another attack going on somewhere I don't know about? No, it's literally just every drone at this one base. Oh. Yeah. 14. Good grief. Okay, well, if Bly loses this game, I think it's largely going to be due to the fact that he didn't protect those 25 drones. Now he has to spend money on more drones, which he doesn't want to do. No Zerg player wants to spend money on drones. They want to have 80 drones all the time. And then build whatever they want. Although, it seems like maybe he's happy at like 50 workers. That's fine too. 50 is also good. You know what I mean. You guys are in creep clearing duty. You are also already very injured, so good luck with that, everybody. Good snipes, though. Accomplished a lot. +3 air weapons coming in from GunGFuBanDa. More infestors on the way here from Bly. And again, if Bly loses this game, it might be some decent evidence that maybe infestors are not what you want here. But with Neural Parasite, though. What about with Neural Parasite, though? GunGFuBanDa sneaking this left side. Oh, the Lings tried to get there, but the Zealots were like, no. Not this time. Not this time at all. GunGFuBanDa not maxed out, but a good... Oh my gosh, the fungal bile. The fungal with 1 bile is interesting. Zealots taking down a hatch down here at the 6 o'clock while all this is going on. Ooh, carrier gets away. Slow attack speed of Corruptors, the saving grace of many a carrier in the StarCraft 2 scene. And yeah, once these Lings have the adrenal glands upgrade, they start scaling really well versus Zealots. Although, holy crap, those Zealots won that battle. 9 kills, 8 kills, 7 kills, 7 kills Zealots. It's because they don't have the +3. Where's your +3? It's on the way now. Bly's like, why didn't I kill those Zealots? Oh, I forgot about +3. Let's get that rolling. So this is good. This is, let's say this is a more interesting ZVP. I did cast an hour-long ZVP between Scarlet and Neeb a couple weeks ago, and my goodness, was there no action in that game at all until the very, very end. It was the most passive hour-long game possibly of all time. So this is better. This is a lot of stuff's dying. There's Lings doing so. Stormed himself, but shield battery overcharge means you don't have to kill your own High Templar anymore. Shield batteries, cannons, storm. What a great combination to defend your bases against Zerglings. Nice, real nice. More. DTs going after infestation pit. Yeah, wow, just beeline. They kill buildings real fast, but guess what? Zerglings with adrenal glands kill stuff super faster. Faster, I dare say. Zealot attacking the bottom right! These are not +3 Zerglings! They did not sign up for this, but the Spine Crawler combined with the Lings makes everything that much better. Top left base from GunGFuBanDa. Alright, so GunGFuBanDa mining out of this 4th base, which is why he is trying to get a 6th. He has a 6th up. But we are quickly moving into, we're mining this map out territory. And we're at the point of the game where neither player is super interested in trying to end it here. Yeah, this is Bly with his Zerglings, man. He loves them. Oh, shield battery overcharge up again already. Well, it's dead now. Again, the biggest trick you can do as a Zerg player is just kill the shield battery that's shield battery overcharging. Ironic. He can save others from death, but not himself, right? There's a meme along those lines. Save others, but not himself. Alright, so this base, which is still pretty saturated with minerals, got about 3,000 gas over there. That's a base that's going to be important here at 26 minutes. First mothership on the way. Yeah, alright, let's get some of that mothership action. I'm clicking you. Show me where the mothership is being produced. Thank you. Right here, inside this nexus where Samwise DDA's face is spinning around. So, like I was saying, this has turned into nobody wants to try to end the game right now. We're just gonna basically mine the map out from this stage and see who's the better player when it comes down to who has the bigger bank. I mean, part of the problem for Bly is that he's lost 44,000 resources and GunGFuBanDa's only lost 33. So if we cut the map in half, what that means is that Bly is already down. He's already down if you cut the map in half anyway, because Zergs do need more income to compete with a Zerg, with Protoss player in general. And if you're already this far down in resources lost, and you don't have a bank, and you're starting to mine out, it does not bode well for Bly here. I like Bly. I like him a lot. He's looking very, very good against a very scary Protoss army, but I would not put money on Bly winning this game from this point. I know he's maxed out. I know his creep spread is good. I know he's killed so many Nexuses today. 3 Nexuses is a lot, and he's canceled at least 3 others. Remember when I was like, another player wants to win the game right now? It seems like GunGFuBanDa really wants to win the game right now. So Spinecrawler's doing what they can. They do take down a single Archon, but that's it. Those Storms and the Immortals are here to kill yep. You're here to kill the Ultras, but not enough. I can't even tell. Parasitic Bomb on the Corruptors, bringing them in. There we go. Takes down the mothership. There's still an Archon on the ground, though. And it's the Ultralisks have to get out of there. The Corruptors are trying to wipe. They do get a carrier. That whole base died, and Bly is now down to 60,000 resources lost. Is not good. It is not good for him. Remember when I was like, nobody wants to win the game right now? GunGFuBanDa kind of wants to win the game right now. That said, he lost a ton of stuff during that battle. He's up to 42,000 resources lost himself. His army value is 60 at the moment. Not good. In fact, not good at all. This base is a lifeline for Bly. This bottom right-hander, he doesn't have enough money to build a new hatchery down here. That's how bad it is for him. And at GunGFu, he's reestablished the 5th base. Lings try to get into this top left, but Zealots warping in, cannons, and a shield battery, enough to keep those guys out. They've got +3 attack. Does he not have ground carapace? What? I'm not believing what I'm seeing here, but wait, that's flyer carapace. Ground carapace. He doesn't have ground. Why are there no ground carapace upgrades, Bly? Why? These ultras are not as tanky as they should be. Oh no. Alright, so Banelings come in, take down the shield battery. Now the problem is the GunGFuBanDa's army is all the way over here. Oh, cancel the hatch. Cancel the hatch. You need the money. You need the cancel. Okay, not a cancel, just a kill. Bly's in all. Okay, Bly might just be done. Bly's Corruptors are no match for the might of the Void Rays and the Archons. 55 to 22 workers in favor of GunGFuBanDa. Woo! That income tab not looking good. And some fungals getting tossed down. Some very injured Ultralisks in the mix. That Ultra's just going to die to carriers. Because he doesn't have the ground carapace. And that's your GG. GunGFuBanDa comes out on top in 30 minutes and 24 seconds. So this is one of those times where I'm like, all right, Falcon, do we have Falcon blindness here? Do we have ground carapace on that upgrade list? And you're just not seeing it. No, it's not there. Bly, that seems like a pretty massive oversight in general to not get armor upgrades for, you know, your units, especially if you're making Ultralisks. Holy smokes. That was ridiculous. An absolutely, utterly ridiculous ZVP. That was a ton of fun. Congratulations to GunGFuBanDa for coming out on top there. I loved Bly's game. I loved he kept sniping bases and forcing cancels on Nexuses. Just getting in those areas where GunGFuBanDa was not ready for him. And that's just, that's beautiful Zerg play. But in the end, not enough. The Fungals weren't enough. The Broodlords weren't enough. The unarmored Ultralisks were not enough. The Corruptors are not enough. Great job by GunGFuBanDa, just using every trick in the book, right? Storm, Disruptors, Void Rays. This is why I love ZVP. Every unit is viable. Every unit is super viable. Carriers, Archons, High Templar, Immortals, Zealots, Stalkers, Adepts, Dark Templar, Mothership. Did we use everything? No Oracles and no Phoenix. But again, very viable in ZVP. Totally something you would see sometimes. So, yeah, great game. Tons of fun. This income tab tells us everything, right? It's looking good for Bly, and then just whoop, he loses that one base. Oh, that base on the left side dying was so brutal for him as well. Gross loss there. But, you know, that's how we learn. That's how we learn to not lose 25 drones to a single Zealot attack. And maybe instead of Fungals, going for some Neural Parasite. Perhaps? Perhaps. All right. Cool stuff. So that right there is going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.